Atmospheric Avenger meteorologist Joe Bastardi. Good morning, everyone. The last gasp of Patricia comes through the lakes here today. These are wind gusts in excess of 50 knots forecast. Eastern end of Lake Erie. You can see up over here Lake Huron, Lake Ontario. Widespread gust 30 to 40 knots. And with leaves on the trees and a lot of rain falling, could be some power outages today from that. And that's the eastern side of this lifting up, and of course we've got all the heavy precipitation going on with that system here over the next 24 hours. It comes and goes quickly, and there's even some backlash snows that get involved in Minnesota into Wisconsin here. Might even see a few flakes fly around the Chicago area as this comes through. No big lake effect though, because it comes and it goes so very, very quickly. Now, in the once we get out to the 6 to 10, it is really blowtorching here. You can see all the cold in the west. The warmest day appears to be day 9, where you may have temperatures reaching record levels from Missouri east-northeastward into Canada over here. So just a tremendous shot of warm air coming up, and you see all the cold coming into the west. Now, when we look at the evolution of the European over here, this is 72 hours. The trough that's coming through now is just getting out very, very quickly. This piece shears out. And what you're going to see is a series of troughs dropping into the west, and they're forecast to shear over this ridge. But eventually what will happen, they'll drop into the west, the ridge will pop back up into here, and they'll all start cutting underneath, and then things start changing around, and it gets exciting. The period Thanksgiving to Christmas is liable to be very exciting this year. So be prepared for that. What attempt there is at backing a upper low westward, maybe in training something to the east, goes flying by to the south over here as this ridge really fires here in day 9. So the piece shears out, this catches it, brings cooler air across, certainly knocks down the warmth, but the European is not shy about trying to rebuild the ridge over the eastern part of the United States by day 15, and this is consistent with its day 17 from its forecast here. So the idea that the Canadian has, that this trough is going into here and is mainly ridging in here, is now being, for November, is now being caught by the CFSV2, has been caught very well. So you can see what the CFSV2 has, but lo and behold, look what the CFSV2 is now looking at in the month of December. And you'll see this basically until we get right in front of the target period. This model is going to have a lot of problems, but you can see where it's going to that Canadian that we've showed you with the trough over the southeastern and southern part of the United States, and a stormier, colder December shaping up. And this happened in '63, and it happened in 2009 after relatively warm Novembers. So, in fact, I was looking at State College, Pennsylvania, and usually when it's warm and dry here in October, the winter's warm and dry. The only exception to that is '63. It's only 0.08 inches of precipitation. It was 7 degrees above normal that particular October in State College, Pennsylvania. Wound up being a cold, stormy winter here. So that '63, '64 El Nino, in terms of sensible weather, is really lurking. And by the way, the '63, '64 El Nino I remember very well in Texas. I didn't know it as an El Nino at the time, but that's the year we had snow down there in College Station. So there's also a massive blizzard that came across the country in the middle of January, and most people had what I would consider a winter that would satisfy a lot of snow geese. Anyway, that's it for now. Enjoy the weather. It's the only weather you got.